and Patricia Sullivan.
My name is Patricia Sullivan, and I am running for Congress in the 8th Congressional District, and you are making history today. This is a historical movement that we've seen within the Tea Party grassroots movement rising up. And it was last spring that I co-founded the North Lake Tea Party. I'm a Tea Party organizer. I am running as a Republican because I desire to reform the party from within the party. And I think that's what we would all agree needs to be done. Now, I'd like to do a shout out for our Young Americans for Liberty. Did I get it for freedom? Young Americans for Freedom, who are up here from South Florida. And I'll explain why I'm a little more casual today than I usually am, because we just spent an hour and a half out at the intersection doing our honk and wave, which is part of what we do in our grassroots movement. And so they saw us driving by and they stopped, and we're out there. We probably reached around 3,500 people, and guess what? It didn't cost a dime. Fiscally responsible advertising. Another fiscally responsible move was getting on the ballot, which I was the only candidate to do so, by petition. Turning in over 5,000 petitions, saving $10,000 of donor money. Another fiscally responsible move. And that's actually the first of my 4 core principles. Fiscal responsibility. And after that, a small, constitutionally limited government. Supporting free markets and a strong national defense. You know, it's an interesting thing about our limited government, or it should be limited government. You see, when you look at our history and our founding fathers, they created our system with 3 distinct branches of government: executive, judicial, legislative. And there's checks and balances within them. Well, within the legislative branch, we have the House of Representatives and we have the Senate. Now, the Senate was supposed to be made up of those who were coming from the state to represent states' rights, of which I am a strong supporter. The House of Representatives, interesting group. The largest group up there. Why? Because our founding fathers knew that the common voice needed to be heard. Because it wasn't previously. So who do we send to Congress? Career politicians? Attorneys? Who maybe want to go in the route of the judicial branch? Or do we send people like you and me to represent people like you and me? The common man. Although I think our Patriot Army would say I'm not so common. So I look forward to sitting down with you. I look forward to talking with you. I look forward to hearing from you and answering your questions. And I appreciate y'all being here. So thank you.